3, 2, 1. Awesome. Right, okay then. In this part of the video, we're going to be talking about the kit that you want to wear on the mountain to keep yourself nice and warm and make sure everything is correct. So, starting off with the boots. We're skiing or snowboarding. You want to make sure they're tight, certainly around the ankle, but not too tight. The rule of thumb is you should be able to fit 2 fingers quite comfortably between the shin and the first part of the boot. Make sure that your salopettes go over with nothing but your socks and feet in between. And then pull your salopettes over the top of them so that snow doesn't melt and drip into them. Another thing about salopettes is that if you're too hot, most of them have a zip on the inner thigh that you can undo should you need to. And be wary about what you put in your side pockets, as a fall might cause something to drop out of them without you noticing.
So with gloves, you want to make sure that they're thick and waterproof, because by the end of the day, if you got wet, cold hands, it's not going to be good. Some people take a second set, so halfway through the day you can switch them up and you've got nice dry ones again. In terms of layers?
Have them.
Yeah, have them. Yeah, fuck it. Like some people think, oh, okay, one big thick thing's going to be enough, but generally what you want is a few different layers. 1, so you can kind of strip off a little bit when it's too warm, but 2, if the outside one gets soaked, then you're soaked.
Yep.
This is what a t-shirt is.
Pretty much.
That's better. There we go.
Right, so for the head, neck scarves or a face mask like this, usually worth their weight in gold. Although they're very thin, the protection they have from the cold air is phenomenal. If you're going at high speeds or if it's a particularly windy day, they'll keep your face so much warmer than you'd even expect. And the same with goggles. They cover a lot more of your face than, say, sunglasses would. Now, if you want to wear goggles or sunglasses, it's more of a personal and comfort choice, but you'll definitely want to wear something because to protect from the sun, because not only will you have the sun from the sky, it also reflects off the snow. Being a white, very bright surface, you'll find that your eyes will begin to hurt. And yeah, wear a helmet. What was I going to say about a helmet? That you literally just said about a helmet? Oh, whatever. We're done. Let's go ride.
In this section, we're going to go over briefly things to make sure you pack for your ski trip. So, make sure you've got plenty of clothes for evening wear, some waterproof salopettes, a nice warm waterproof coat, some thermals, stuff to go over your thermals, and even a hoodie or a jumper. Make sure you get some nice warm long ski or snowboard socks. Rugby socks won't do, as they're made a bit different and will certainly become uncomfortable and abrasive while you're skiing or snowboarding. Nice waterproof gloves, goggles, sunglasses, or both. Decent face mask. For the travel there, make sure you bring a toilet roll, as it will serve you well on the coach on your first night in the resort. And a nice travel pillow, won't go amiss. It's also pretty good, just bring some munchies with you, as the coach is pretty long. For when you're there, make sure you got your toiletries, towel, that thing. But super important, just bring some sunscreen, as you'll find your skin will get abused spending all day in the sun. For the evening, decent pack of cards, can't go amiss. You've got poker chips, you can certainly bring them along as well. And for, well, evening or daytime, decent hip flask if you've got it, if not, doesn't matter. Paracetamol to get you through your hangovers. Some decent speakers, most are Bluetooth, but bringing an AUX won't do you any harm. Decent, well, any HDMI cable to connect your laptop up to the TV during the evening, just make the evenings a lot more entertaining. Be here in your room that not only brings some travel adapters, but a plug extender, as one adapter will be able to power 4 devices. If you're concerned about your bindings becoming loose on the slope, bring a screwdriver, one without any edges like this, with the tools kept inside, means you won't hurt yourself if you fall on it, it's really good. Duct tape, like gold dust on the mountain. Anything that rips or tears can usually be fixed with some duct tape and stop a very wet experience for the rest of your holiday. Last but not least, make sure you've packed your passport and any relevant insurance, such as an EHIC card. Super important you do that, because insurance there is vital.
This doesn't go in there. That goes in the hand luggage.
Cool. How are we going to talk about it? So let's talk about the stance. From the floor up, you're going to keep your feet nice and flat. Your knees slightly bent and pushed apart. If you imagine a child drawing a house, you're going to draw a square with a triangle roof. And you want to try and keep that as close to that as possible. You want to keep your back nice and straight. Any bending will come from the knees, not the waist. Your shoulders will stay in line with the board. If I use my arms to extend my shoulders, they will remain over the board perfectly.
You want to make sure that you're not getting snow trapped between your boot and your binding. So wipe your foot, wipe the binding, and then when you put your foot in, make sure the heel's all the way to the back and do the heel strap up first. When you're moving, if your knees are together, you're kind of locked in. If you're shifting your weight either side, it doesn't really transfer into the board properly. So what you need to do is widen them knees, and then you've got control over the board.
So, a lot of people tend to lean back when they do their turns out of fear. Leaning back on a snowboard for your turns is kind of like doing a wheelie on a bike and expecting to move the handlebars to change your direction. As the front foot often initiates the turn, the less weight you have on it, the less effective your turns will be. Cut. So something that people do when they're leaning back too much because they're scared of putting weight forward is they finish or start their turns by swinging their shoulders around.
Avoid just bending over while you're riding. Try standing up more, pushing your hips forward and bending the knees.